From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
A push for more license plate readers in Oakland as the city tries to stop freeway shootings and other serious crimes on freeways. But not everyone is sold on the idea.
If it makes a difference in saving a life, I'm for it.
They just don't work. So why are you spending this money on something that doesn't work?
Also in Oakland, a search is finally on for a new police chief, half a year after the old one was fired. Residents say they're getting impatient with political infighting.
Whoever is chosen, give them the opportunity to prove that they can get the job done.
And it's being called the Ferrari of firefighting helicopters, the new tool giving CAL FIRE an advantage when the sun goes down. Good morning. It is Sunday, August 6th. I'm Kelsey Thord. Let's kick things off with a quick check of our weather with First Alert meteorologist Darren Peck.
Welcome to the hottest day of the week. Temperatures today are going to climb back up to 100 inland. I'll show you all the numbers in a second. First, here's part of the reason. We're not going to have nearly as much marine layer today. We'll have some of it. We've got some out there right now filling in the immediate bay. But watch how fast this all melts back. And by the time we get to noon, 1 o'clock, it's pretty much just at the beaches. We're looking at more sunshine than anything else today and daytime highs that look like this. 101 today for Concord, 90 in San Jose, 99 Santa Rosa, and we'll go to 88 in Mountain View. This is the top. I've got good news if you want cooler temperatures. I'll see you with that in the rest of the First Alert forecast.
Oakland is trying to crack down on crime from freeway shootings to armed robberies and carjackings. Governor Newsom says he will be sending CHP officers to help. And on top of that, the city is trying to install automated license plate readers. Newsom is also helping on that front, saying this past week that the state will give Oakland $1.2 million to buy and install the cameras. However, privacy advocates are concerned. Dot Lynn has the story.
Oakland police reports a 15% increase in violent crime this year compared to last. They believe license plate readers can help them track down stolen cars, prevent and solve crimes.
It was a whole community that...
The owner of the Fruitvale District Metro phone store unveiled this beautiful mural this weekend following repeated tagging to his building.
I have faith that they'll take pride in this mural and respect it and know this is for everybody.
Ian Taha says it's a way to invest in the community and prevent graffiti. He shared a recent surveillance video showing taggers vandalizing the store. In fact, he has 66 surveillance cameras in and around his business, given the rise in crime in the neighborhood.
I'm a very private person. I'm all for privacy, but it's come to a point that we have to kind of test out the waters and see if this is going to deter it and help it.
That's why he supports automated license plate readers, or ALPRs.
If that's going to deter crime, I'm a fan. We just need to be safe. We have children that walk down these streets.
With a new state grant, $1.2 million earmarked for license plate readers, some city leaders would like to install them on state routes like International Boulevard and San Pablo Avenue. One privacy group worries the state's jurisdiction would limit local opposition.
Extremely little data anywhere that shows that ALPRs are effective.
James Masser is with Oakland Privacy, a citizens coalition working to block more surveillance cameras and license plate readers. He says readers don't reduce crime.
Some very large number of ALPRs have been installed throughout the nation. You know what's happened to the auto theft rate? You know what's happened to the violent crime rate? It's gone up a bit. It hasn't gone down.
Councilman Noel Gallo disagrees.
If you have a stolen car, we're going to be able to detect that that's a stolen vehicle.
He says the understaffed police department needs all the help it can get.
Public safety is the #1 priority, and our children and families are paying the price by us over here debating the political.
Ian says the city needs a new approach to the decades-old crime problem.
Oakland deserves nice things, and we love Oakland. We have hope for Oakland.
Councilman Guile says he supports installing the readers as soon as possible, but it's unclear when it'll happen because the mayor has not provided a timeline.
Neighboring Alameda already has automated license plate readers, and Berkeley's City Council recently approved the installation of those types of cameras. Now, all of this comes as Oakland tries to find a new police chief. John Ramos reports on the continuing search.
The firing of Police Chief LaRon Armstrong was a complicated political affair, but now that the Police Commission is tasked with finding his replacement, they're invoking the will of the people to help make their selection. At community forums this weekend and next, the Oakland Police Commission is seeking public input as they begin the search for a new person to lead the department.
We've all seen that this is a challenging job that comes with a lot of sort of political dynamics.
That was only increased by the way former Chief LaRon Armstrong was let go. Despite having considerable support, especially in the African American community, Armstrong was fired by Mayor Sheng Tao before the Police Commission could even express their views on his performance. Do you feel like the wants and needs of the people have been part of the consideration when you talk about the politics behind this in the past?
Always. But that said, we haven't gone out of our way to ask them. We've thought, we think this is what they need. We believe this is what they need.
So now they're asking. And though the turnout at this first forum was pretty small, people expressed views ranging from confidence in the police's judgment to doubts about their limitations.
I think the police maybe are more in tune with what needs to go on, as does the community, but we tend to not, we're kind of toothless.
He'll be overseeing more public taxpayers' dollars than any other person, and often police chiefs rise to the ranks without a lot of training in how to efficiently and effectively administer those funds.
It's not the job of the police to do everything. It's the job of the police to do their job and hand things off to the people who are equipped to do mental health issues and to help deal with poverty.
Asada Oligbala was an Armstrong supporter, but she hopes people can put their anger aside for the good of the town.
Whoever is chosen, give them the opportunity to prove that they can get the job done, and don't come in with a lot of negativity or blame so that they make the job even harder than what it already is.
But Thomas Leach says after the way Armstrong was treated, the black community will be closely watching the city's decision on a replacement.
It needs to be an African American from the community who has come up through the ranks, that has some street credibility in Oakland. You can't come from the outside in because you're not accepted. And that's just the way Oakland is.
That's the political reality right now in Oakland. With feelings still raw, ask supporters who should replace LaRon Armstrong, and they say someone just like LaRon Armstrong.
Now, the Oakland Police Department has been under federal oversight for the last 2 decades. It has also gone through 10 police chiefs in the last 10 years. Now, 2 former managers are suing the Bay Area Air Quality Management District. They are alleging racism, misogyny, and anti-LGBTQ harassment. The district has not responded to our request for comment, but the agency did release a statement to the East Bay Times saying, quote, "The Air District works to foster an inclusive culture, and we view diversity as one of our greatest strengths." A spa in Richmond is under investigation over the possible link between the spa and 2 deaths from Legionnaire's disease. The Zen Day Spa on San Pablo Avenue was shut down on Friday after inspectors found the business did not have a permit for either a spa or a pool. 2 people had visited the spa just days before getting sick. Transmission of Legionnaire's can happen when people breathe in water mist infected by the bacteria. The health agency is advising anyone who went to the spa to watch for symptoms.
Individuals who come down with symptoms such as fevers, chills, cough, trouble breathing, who may have attended this spa in the previous 2 weeks, to please alert their healthcare provider of that exposure.
A 3rd person also became sick after using the jacuzzi in June, but has since recovered. Preliminary results on samples taken from the water at the spa are expected this coming week. The Santa Clara Sheriff's Office is denying allegations that one of its deputies forcibly removed a hijab from a Muslim woman after she was booked into Milpitas Correctional Facility. The woman says she had her traditional headscarf violently yanked from her, even though she asked to keep it on due to her religious beliefs. Authorities say they reviewed footage of the incident and that force was not used, but the Council on American Islamic Relations says similar incidents have happened at that same facility. They are now demanding a public apology and monetary settlement. Coming up, CAL FIRE is getting an important addition to its equipment to help fight fires in the dark. A look inside the specialized helicopter training. Plus, a new push to save hundreds of geese in Foster City. The plan the city will implement to try and handle the problem. And taking a live look outside, we'll be right back.